サンリオ男子。
Hi guys, it's Kayla and welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, I know, is this really my voice on recording in a video posted on my YouTube channel? I know it's been so long, but as you guys know, I was taking summer courses, which are very fast-paced and it's a lot of homework constantly, so I didn't have much time at all to do anything else besides schoolwork and of course my regular job. But yeah, I'm hoping to find more time this fall semester since homework should be a lot more spread out, and I thought what better way to come back at it with my very first translated game. So I chose Sanrio Boy since that anime recently came out and I thought a lot of you guys would know about this and be interested in this game. I thought the show was super cute, but of course what was missing was the whole otome feel, and this game delivers that for us. It's currently only available in Japanese and I don't believe they have plans to make it in English, so I thought why not go ahead and translate it myself for you guys. I think I did a pretty good job and came up with a quality script for you guys translated into English, so I'm basically just going to read the entire thing like I would a normal game, only there'll only be Japanese text showing, so you'll have to listen to my voice for the English part. This took a really long time, so I hope you guys enjoy it, and yeah, let's just dive in. Second term, morning of the opening ceremony at 8 a.m. As the wind blows through, the riverside tree leaves rustle. Good morning. Footsteps echoing, Koda calls out. The pair walking to school turn around, noticing. President, Ryo! Koda called their names. Dazzling eyes narrowed. Seiichiro responds. Good morning. Good morning, Koda. Koda catches up and stops, looking up towards the sky a bit. Ryo tilts his head slightly to the side. What's the matter? Are you a little tired or something? It's the first day after holiday break, you know? Ah, right. It's hard to pay attention too much on the first day after holiday break. Right. Seiichiro nods in agreement and Koda stretches his arms wide, looking at the sky. But... As he stretches, white clouds overlap. Wouldn't it be great if something good happens? Something good? Noticing Koda suddenly stopped, Seiichiro and Ryo turned their heads back. The day of opening ceremony's a bit troublesome, but... Standing in front of the main gates, hair flowing in the wind, Koda smiles cheerfully. I have a good feeling something new's gonna start, you know? 10 past 8. At the bicycle parking lot, Shinsuke and Yu, who was about to park his bike as usual, stayed mounted and let out a big yawn. Tired. Shinsuke silently took out a big backpack from his bike basket. At the same time, there was a call out ahead of them. Good morning, Yu. You too, Shinsuke. Morning. Shinsuke only moved his eyes to the side silently, while Yu gave a little wave in response. The feeling of school beginning. Let's hurry. Okay, I'm going now. Shinsuke stepped to the side to set forth towards school. Yu as well, smiling at Shinsuke, hit the brakes on his bike to park. In the hall, flooded with morning light, bright commotion reverberates. In this place, one schoolgirl lowers her bag as she heads for class. This girl is... And this is where we type in our name. I have to put it in katakana, but it says Kayla Michelle. Okay. I spelled Michelle wrong, but close enough. The shining sun, between a sparkle and a glitter. Morning. On the way to class, my friend from another class's voice called out to me. Morning, Kayla. Morning. My mouth opens to respond naturally. With the opening ceremony today, my heart's beating fast. When I happened to pass by class, more than usual this morning, the hall's overflowing with bright and boisterous commotion. Everyone, it's been a while, hasn't it? From the slightly opened hall windows, a gentle breeze blew in. Stopped in front of class 2-3, I turned to look toward the courtyard. The promise tree, standing in the courtyard, the rumored tree, named by the school kids. If I remember correctly, legend has it that the two people who meet underneath the tree are linked together for an eternity. I've heard that because of this tree, the marriage rate among graduating couples is high, but it's probably just a rumor. While thinking about it, my eyes stay fixed on the promise tree. A love for me. Suddenly, I recalled a memory from long ago. Just faintly, I remembered it. My very first love from when I was small. After all, I want to fall in love someday. I want a true and unforgettable love. Morning, Kayla. At the sound of my friend's voice, I suddenly come back to my senses. Morning. Break's over already, you know. It's a harsh wake-up call. I know. Smiling in response, my friend and I head together into class. Unintentionally, I notice a chatting couple getting along really well. Seems so fun. I wonder when that day will come for me too. While thinking that, I pause, and as I reach for the door, I keep my line of sight on that couple.
Oh hey, Coda, it's been a while. Good morning. Yeah, hey, long time no see.
Yeah? I quickly turn back to where I heard the voice. There I see the shape of a boy who just entered the classroom. And our faces met at a distance so close we could nearly collide.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry for being in the way. Because I was standing here stopped, I must have obstructed their conversation. Still flustered, I move aside from the door as he smiles sweetly at me.
Don't be silly, you're not an obstacle. Thank you.
As I move quietly past, a group of guy friends enter the classroom chatting. Hey, that student over there. We're in the same class again. I follow my eyes to my friend calling me, and I went to go sit down as well. The teacher begins roll call, and the commotion from before fades away.
Hasegawa Kota? Here.
I glance at the seat next to me. Switching seats from last semester, Kota was now sitting next to me. I hadn't talked with him much yet. Involuntarily, I find myself gazing at his profile. His smooth hair was like curtains swaying in the wind, his face peeking through. Huh? Roll call's still going on. Why do I have this throb in my chest coming up? Hey, that pin. It's so cute. Kota's pin he has with him. It's a character one. I've seen it before. That's definitely Sanrio's pom-pom pudding. For a boy to have that, that's sure rare. Drawing my attention, almost like viewing a festival, I couldn't help but notice. Hasegawa-kun opened his bag looking for something. Inside, I can see lots of the same kind of pudding goods. Perhaps he collects pom-pom pudding goods? I can't help but peer in, and just when his face turns to me.
Hey, Michelle, when the teacher's talking, don't you think you should listen?
Yes, sir. At my flustered response, the class gives a small laugh.
Come on now, quiet down.
My face is glowing bright red, and the teacher stepping down from the podium.
Okay, everyone, let's head down to the opening ceremony.
At the sound of the teacher's voice, everyone began to get up from their chairs. With the ceremony over, the time to head home from school comes. Bye, Kayla. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Waving bye to my friend, I too prepare to head home. The moment I get up to leave, I hear a quiet sound like footsteps. What's this? I accidentally kicked something away with my feet. Noticing it, I picked it up. It's Kota's pin, the pom-pom pudding part. He must have dropped this. Pudding in hand, I surveyed the classroom, but Kota wasn't there anymore.
Kota!
I looked back when I heard this. From behind the door, I saw a boy peering into the classroom. Kota, he must be looking for Hasegawa-kun.
Shoo, what should we do? Let's stop by somewhere else. We haven't checked the meeting room yet. Maybe he's there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Meeting room? As they parted out the doorway, I hurried after them. Oh wait, I called out to them about Hasegawa's pin, but some other girls' voices reached them first before I could. Ew, long time no see. Wanna go to karaoke? Shunsuke too, you don't have club activities today, right? Let's hang out. Shunsuke and the boy who was calling out to Kota only give a slight nod to the girls, then went on their way. Hey, I know those two. There's the stone-faced soccer player who's really athletically talented, Yoshino-kun, and the flashy one with lots of girls around him is Mizuno-kun. Just Mizuno remained, but he smiled in response for Yoshino.
We have some errands today, so another time, okay?
Aw, errands? What? They looked back with displeasure and questioning faces. Mizuno gave a playful smile back.
It's a secret.
I get up to leave class, looking down at the pudding in my hand. It would be okay just to place this on his desk, right? Or I could give it to those two people who are looking for him. While thinking this, I recall Mizuno and Yoshino's conversation.
Well, maybe he went to the meeting room. Yeah, that's right.
For this pom-pom pudding to be separated from the rest of the pen is just too sad. Okay, I'll just stop by the meeting room quickly to give it to him. So, on my way home, I stopped by the meeting room for a short visit. Turning towards the frosted glass door, I saw a shadow of a person and opened my mouth to speak. Excuse me. Nervous, I also opened the door. Looking at the scene inside, I made a confused sound. I was met with a boy sitting on the sofa, surprised, opening his eyes wide. He's so cute! He must be a first-year student. Fluffy hair, big eyes, and a feminine, cute feeling about him.
Who are you?
He narrowed his eyes at me with displeasure to ask. I'm a second year, and he looked at me perplexed when I answered.
Nishimiya.
My face turned to the voice admonishing Nishimiya. I noticed a boy sitting at a desk in the club room. This person is the student body president, Minamoto-senpai.
What's your purpose for coming here?
I'm looking for Hasegawa. Minamoto-senpai looks kind and is about to respond when...
Huh?
I turn toward the voice, and it's Hasegawa, as well as Mizuna and Yoshino.
Michelle-san, what is it?
At this point, I've come to the meeting room, and once I got inside, I was unexpectedly surrounded by male students.
Michelle-san, what is it?
Surprised to hear my name, I blink my eyes at Hasegawa.
Do you have an errand with the president?
As he's asking me this, I step forward.
That's heavy. What?
Standing behind him, Mizuno-kun leans on Koda's shoulder. From Koda's shoulder, Mizuno peers out, smiling.
Koda, well, here you are getting along with a girl I don't know. It's because she sits next to me in class, right?
Right. I answer flustered. Yoshino looks disinterested as he quietly enters the club room. He sets his bag on the sofa next to Nishimiya and only turns his eyes towards me.
What do you need here?
Yes. Yoshino's words cause me to remember. I open up my hand to show Hasegawa. This is yours, right? I think you dropped it in class.
Pudding!
Hasegawa quickly opens his bag to take out his pencil case and search inside.
It's not there.
It seems the pin Pudding belongs to is not there.
Poor Pudding. It's good, right? He was picked up and returned.
As Nishimiya and Minamoto-senpai say this, Hasegawa looks over at me again.
How did you know this was mine?
Since we sit next to each other, I saw you using it.
That makes sense.
I present the pudding to Kota, who's scratching his head awkwardly. I guess tomorrow would have been okay to return it, but he seems sad, so yeah.
Thank you.
In that moment, Hasegawa earnestly retrieves the pudding cap.
If I'm not mistaken.
After returning pudding to Hasegawa, Mizuno began talking to me.
You like Sanrio things, right?
Me? It was because I was startled by his sudden question that I answered so honestly. When I was little, I loved Sanrio, but now, like Hasegawa, I only collect the special things.
You know about my collectibles? How embarrassing.
I'm sorry, I just happened to see them in your bag. I kept my hand over my mouth in a panic at what I was just saying to Hasegawa.
For a boy to collect such things, it makes you want to stay away, huh?
As I dropped my hand, Hasegawa looked at me intently. No, it doesn't. I thought it was really cute. I answered directly. Both girls and boys can like characters. It doesn't matter. At my words, Kota looks shocked. Before long, his shock turns into a happy smile.
Thank you.
His smile. Why does it leave my chest throbbing?
It's not just Kota, though.
Just then, Mizuno steps towards me. Not just. Now my chest is really throbbing as he moves closer. With a smile, Mizuno announces,
all of us here, we're the Sanrio boys.
Sanrio boys?
Hang on, you.
Surprised, I repeat Mizuno's words when Nishimiya, still sitting on the sofa, speaks up.
Yu-kun, whatever you're saying, just stop. It's okay, drop it, Nishimiya.
From next to Nishimiya, Yoshino takes a breath, but Mizuno continues.
All of us here have a favorite Sanrio character, right guys?
Moving my gaze to each boy, Yu explains for me.
For Kota, it's Pom Pom Pudding. The president likes Cinema Roll. Ryo here likes the little twin stars. Shunsuke loves Hello Kitty. And for me...
As he says it, my eyes go to the My Melody stuffed animal he takes out. Mimicking this voice, Mizuno continues to say,
My Melody. Michelle, which character do you like?
While I'm looking at the My Melody plush, Mizuno smiles and asks me this.
So, Michelle, which character do you like?
Which character? Not just from Mizuno, but I can also feel the gazes of Hasegawa, Minamoto-senpai, Yoshino, and Nishijima on me. What should I do? What do I choose? I'm in trouble if I can't say anything at all.
Melody-chan is the best choice for sure. She's very popular among the ladies.
Mizuno says brightly as he sets his My Melody plush on a folding chair along with his bag.
Sorry, we surprised you, huh?
No. I turned to Kota at the sound of his voice to try and ask him a question. Hasegawa, why do you and everyone like the characters you do?
The reasons vary, but it's healing. But it's probably different for Shunsuke. Is this conversation necessary? Ryo doesn't want to say either.
At Yoshino's words, I look over and Nishimiya puts his hands in his lap. Ryo's pouting and knitting his brows together huffily. I wonder why the atmosphere turned so strange just now. It's probably because of my question. With Nishimiya making such an expression, I say flustered, "I'm sorry, that was a strange thing to ask."
It wasn't strange at all.
The president stands up from his chair and looks at me while he talks.
Thank you so much for bringing the thing Coda dropped, Michelle.
No problem. He has such a kind voice, it leaves me feeling relieved. Is it because he's older than me, I wonder? Or maybe that he's the president? His reliable and kind voice is so comforting. Grabbing the strings of my shoulder bag, I walk towards the door. Well then, tilting my head to the side, I had to leave when... That's right, I suddenly think of it and turn back to say, when I heard your story, I became a bit envious. If it's alright, please tell me about the Sanrio characters again sometime, okay? Upon leaving, I turned to everyone in the meeting room to say, when I heard your story, I couldn't help but be envious. If it's alright, please tell me about the Sanrio characters again sometime, okay? For all of the things you talked to me about. Thank you. Saying just that, I opened the clubroom door. When Kayla opened the clubroom door to leave, Yu sets his bag down and sits on the folding chair next to it.
Tell her about it again, huh? She's a really nice girl, don't you think? Huh, President? Your voice carries on too much. I felt like sympathy or something, you know?
When Yu forces his lips into a pout, Shinsuke expresses his disgust.
Good grief, I don't know.
As the conversation went on, Kota stood up behind Ryo and peered at his face.
Ryo, are you okay?
Ryo grumbled a bit.
You talks too much. Saying things in that way could cause us to be swayed by those feelings, and what will we do then?
Ryo knits his eyebrows together and clasps the tops of his knees with his hands.
She spoke so femininely. Nishimiya, didn't you say you wouldn't say things in denial?
At Seiichiro's words, Ryo shrugged his shoulders.
I know, but...
Ryo grumbled, and Kota, still standing nearby, answered to this.
She's not someone like that, I'm sure of it.
All of the members looked at Kota. Kota turned to look out the window and narrowed his eyes slightly at the sun.
If it's her, I feel like I understand.
Silence surrounding the clubroom, Kota says, smiling.
What? It's just intuition.
After leaving the clubroom, I switch into my shoes. My loafers are a bit harder at the tip than usual since they're new. As I tap them against the ground, suddenly I found Sanrio character items in my spare umbrella. I recalled the conversation I just had. Kota Hasegawa from my class likes pom-pom pudding.
Pudding? Because of me, I understand.
He sits next to me. I'll have to try and talk to him again tomorrow. The lively Yu Mizuno likes my melody.
Everyone here has a favorite Sanrio character, right guys? Michelle, who's your favorite character?
He's so flashy, but even so, he's bright and easy to talk to, I think. The one who loves cinema roll is student body president Minamoto Seiichiro.
It wasn't a strange thing to say at all. Thank you so very much for bringing back what Kota dropped, Michelle.
He's so kind and very mature. Then there's the adorable Ryo Nishimiya, who loves the little twin stars.
Who are you? You, whatever you're trying to say, just stop.
Maybe he doesn't really like girls. He has a natural face. I wonder what kind of person he is. The one who likes Hello Kitty is the soccer star, Shunsuke Yoshino.
Do we have to talk about this?
He's a bit unsociable, but he's very popular among the girls. I wonder what he's really thinking about. As I was heading out the main gates, I naturally let out a murmur. Boys who love the Sanrio characters. At the same time, my heart was beating noticeably. Huh? I stopped and the wind blew past, caressing my cheek. I wonder what this feeling is. Like heavy commotion in my chest. From somewhere, I could hear the rustling of leaves. It echoes in my ears. An inviting sound. I visited the promise tree in the courtyard. The two who meet underneath the promise tree are linked together for eternity. Silhouettes of branches sway in sync with the sway of a uniform skirt. The day of opening ceremony makes my heart beat, but not just today will be that way. For but a moment, the noise seems distant. Images of glittering sunlight through the trees reflect in my eyes. The rays are so dazzling, I narrow my sight. Somehow I feel like new things will begin, but from under my uniform in my chest, there's a loud beat. At this time,
Michelle.
I turn, hearing my name called suddenly, and with surprise part my lips. The wind blows between the two of us. From this chance encounter, spending time with the Sanrio boys, the beginning of sparkling radiant days. So that's it, you guys. We've completed the prologue. I guess we just need to choose a character to pursue now, and all of them seem like great choices to me. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Just comment below who your favorite character is. I think it will be easier to pick apart if you just say the name of the Sanrio character, since their names might be a bit difficult to spell. But yeah, I don't know. I really like Kota. I feel like he's like the main one we're supposed to pick, or the canon character as they say, but I really like the president as well, and all the characters have some kind of intrigue to them. So yeah, let me know your thoughts below. I know this wasn't a 100% perfect translation, but I'm still really proud of myself for getting through this. It took me all weekend to translate this, and there was a lot of casual speech and poetic language used, so that's why some stuff might seem a little awkward when I translated it, but I tried to make it the best possible quality for you guys. So yeah, I hope you like it, and if you have any other Japanese games you want me to play after this one, I think I can only do one Japanese game at a time since it takes me so long to translate everything. But yeah, you can still leave that in the comments below, and thank you so much for staying a part of my channel and always coming back to watch. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!